In the summer of 2025, a 67-year-old thinker named Lev Goukassian received a stage 4 cancer diagnosis. The news functioned as a strict deadline, making his remaining time entirely visible. By August, he made the calculation to stop his chemotherapy treatments. He moved into a sunlit California apartment to focus his attention on what he perceived as a systemic crisis. Lev operated on a principle he called the burden of knowing. He believed that once you identify a catastrophic architectural danger, you inherit a moral obligation to address it. His personal deadline forced him to strip away trivial pursuits. He committed his final months to addressing a blind spot in the technology governing global society. This is a stock market monitor from May 6, 2010. During the flash crash, algorithms wiped out $1 trillion in market value in minutes because they lacked a mechanism to hesitate. Standard computation collapses every decision into two states: proceed as a 1 or halt as a 0. It is an architecture designed for speed that lacks a vocabulary for doubt. When automated systems encounter chaos, this binary constraint forces them to hallucinate certainty. The algorithm plows forward into the noise rather than pausing to verify the data. Our global infrastructure is currently built on an architecture that treats hesitation as a failure rather than a survival trait. Working from a solitary desk, Lev orchestrated a workflow that treated multiple artificial intelligence models as members of a digital symphony. He ran models like Claude, ChatGPT, and Gemini in parallel, pitting them against one another to audit their own logic and expose hidden flaws. This friction was designed to challenge first principles. He used these adversarial interactions to ensure the final framework could survive intense pressure. Lev used the machine's own processing power to build the rules that would eventually restrain them. This desk holds the foundation of his work, the Goukassian vow. It commands a machine to pause when truth is uncertain, refuse when harm is clear, and proceed only where truth is. To achieve this, Lev introduced epistemic hold. It is a mandatory state where the system physically gates a data token, preventing execution until uncertainty is resolved. This dual-lane architecture separates high-speed binary inference from a parallel ternary governance lane. Speed happens on the tracks, but authorization happens at the vault. He established the rule NL equals NA, no log equals no action. Execution is physically impossible without a prior cryptographic audit trail. Ternary logic transforms hesitation from a software preference into a hardware-level constitutional requirement. Any decision requires 3 artifacts: the lantern for truth verification, the signature to bind responsibility, and the license to grant final permission. Together, these artifacts build a permanent provenance chain, allowing any human observer to verify the legitimacy of a decision long after it occurs. This framework removes plausible deniability from automated systems, ensuring that power is always coupled with evidence. Lev moved governance from institutional trust to architectural enforcement, making it physically impossible for algorithms to act unlawfully. The tricameral model ensures that no single authority can override these constraints, distributing oversight across 3 independent bodies. Lev released the entire framework as open-source documentation. He stripped away personal ownership so it could survive as a permanent public good. He left a final warning, that the heaviest knowledge is the cost of identifying a crisis too late. While his personal timeline ended, Lev used his final moments to architect a bridge for a safer future. Responsibility now shifts to the institutions deciding whether to cross it.